Alright, dudes, let's just start off at the beginning of the Peacekeeper's home and try out Dry Canyon. How does that sound? How have you guys been? What have you done since the last episode? Let me know what's going on in your life. I love that sound that these little goats make. Oh my god, it's so cute. So you're gonna start to see in these portals how advanced some of the weird little game design things get in this game. Oh shit. Like this! Like, if you have never played this game before, wouldn't you be surprised by a guy with a handheld cannon? If any of you guys are, I don't even know how to word this. If any of you guys are kind of like more hit with, kids games these days, I would love to hear about what they're like, because, I don't know, the only one that I've really heard of recently was Splatoon, and I think that that's a really cool opportunity to have kids learn about FPS and like learn the skills that are necessary to be good at FPS without being exposed to like unnecessary violence. And you know, I'm not one of those people. Obviously, if you've ever seen my Media Evolution series, shameless self-promotion, then you know I'm not one of those people who thinks that, you know, kids playing video games is gonna ruin their brains and they're gonna become violent monsters, but there's no reason to expose your children to, or any children really, to violence when it's not necessary. It's just like not mentally healthy. So I really liked the idea of Splatoon for that reason, but I've never played Splatoon, so I'm not really sure how advanced the game mechanics get. If you've never played it before, like, look at how cute this is. That's so cute! The cactus shakes off the ash from you blowing fire on it. Just little details. Even back in 1998. Little details to keep you guessing. Anyway, if you've never played Splatoon before, it is an FPS, but you shoot paint at each other instead of guns. Or you shoot paint out of guns. They're like paint guns. It's really cute. I really like the concept of it. But I'm wondering, you know, what kind of MMOs are kids playing these days? What kind of RPGs are kids playing? I'd be really curious to know. I'm sure I could just check out some other gaming channels that are geared towards kids, but I don't know. I have a hard time watching other gaming channels. I am so picky. I'm so picky with the gaming channels that I'll watch. I don't know, I'm sure this is not a very unique opinion, people in my age range, but I really don't like PewDiePie. I don't think that his content is, like, bad, it's just immature? It's definitely geared towards a younger audience. So is Markiplier's content, but I do watch Markiplier, partially because he's ridiculously handsome, but also because he plays an interesting range of games. You know, he's not always just playing games that are gonna cater to little kids. It's like he is really checking out the indie market and trying to see like what's new and what's cool and what new game mechanics are out there. He definitely is guilty of being a little bit too positive, if that makes sense, when it comes to indie games. I think that he's like trying to give these game creators a boost of confidence because he is a very popular YouTuber, so of course it's gonna mean a lot to them to have, you know, compliments from a big YouTuber. I get it. But at the same time, it's like you don't have to be going and giving a bunch of compliments to a game that has very low effort or just really needs some basic improvements, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's hard to find gaming channels that are, one, appropriate for adults. I really just don't feel like watching a bunch of gaming videos that are geared towards kids when I'm a grown-ass woman. Maybe some people are okay with that, but it's just like too much pandering, and I appreciate when there's like funny references to things that I understand and not things that are currently on TV, or, you know, people pretending they like One Direction even though they're 30 years old because they know that a bunch of children watch their YouTube channel. Ooh, look at Stevie throwing some shade. But seriously, it's a little embarrassing to be watching YouTube channels of people who are full-grown adults talking about prom and just pop bands, and it's just, I don't know. It's too weird for me. It's not my thing. On that subject, do you guys have any suggestions for gaming channels that are good for someone in their 20s or even in their 30s? I would be really interested to hear, because it's like all you ever hear about are the Markipliers and PewDiePies of the world, and there's obviously some content creators out there who are just as good but market themselves towards an older audience, and I think it would be really interesting to check some of those out, especially smaller channels. I love looking at smaller, like, up-and-coming channels and finding ones that are really good, and as a content creator myself, that can also give me some good, like, networking opportunities, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because if I'm able to find some good small channels, then it's awesome, you know, I have a potential new friend that I can network with, you know, someone to maybe do a collab with in the future. Alright, I'm gonna try and get all the way over there while I continue this rant. Do you guys believe in me? Do you think I can do it? Oh, I'm so scared. Yes, I did it. But I don't have the key for this yet, so I'm gonna have to do it again. Damn it. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, so the other side of the double-edged sword is that a lot of channels... I'm gonna sound like such an asshole, but a lot of channels are small for a reason. You know, if you've been making content for years and you still have a very small amount of subscribers, that could be just a matter of not knowing how to advertise yourself well, and you could definitely be making some awesome content, but usually it means that your content sucks. Like, think about how many YouTube channels there are out there. There's so many, it's absurd. There's no way that you could even know about 5% of the gaming YouTube bleh. See, this is what happens whenever I'm an asshole. I forget how to fly in Spyro, and I forget how to talk. Anyway, there's no way for you to know even a small percentage of the gaming channels that are out there. There's so many. It's like anyone who likes video games suddenly thinks that they should make a channel. And, you know, sometimes I think that about myself, and I'm just like, why do I have a YouTube channel? Like, do I really need to have a YouTube channel? It's just like, some people just don't really need to have a podcast, and they just have a podcast just to talk. They just enjoy talking. As I sit here blabbering on and on while playing Spyro. But that's besides the point. I don't know, man. I try so hard to connect with other channels who have a similar amount of subscribers as me. And I have a very small audience. I'm proud of the subscribers that I've gained. I'm definitely happy that I've been able to get this many people to watch my videos on a regular basis and get this many people to enjoy the content that I make. I mean, I do also like it, that's why I make it, but that's not what I meant to say. But I don't know. Sometimes I look at the amount of subscribers that I have and I'm like, oh, why do I do this? I obviously suck. So, on a more positive note, I am going to be using that as motivation to do a little bit more on this channel. I see my second channel growing way faster than my first channel, and I feel like it's because I have a lot of drive and passion behind that because I'm a huge horror fanatic. And it's easy for me to pump out all this horror content because it's basically what I'd be doing in my free time anyway, even if I didn't have a channel for it. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, another shameless self-promotion, check out my second channel. It's called Salty Scares. I do mostly scary story narrations on there, and I'm trying to, you know, widen my horizons, do a little bit more with it. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as this channel goes, you know, this is my first channel. This is my baby. This was my first passion, and I still feel really passionate about it. And, you know, maybe I'm just kind of talking to myself in these videos, but I like to think that I'm doing a little bit more. I like to think that I'm at least entertaining myself, so hopefully some of the things that I talk about on here are entertaining to other people. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to see. Alright. Back to the game. I've been blabbering on, not talking about the game at all. So I know from here I'm supposed to fly. I remember this from my childhood. I'm supposed to like come out of here and fly either to the left or right. And there's like a secret ledge. So let's try the right first. That wasn't it. Can we just also take a moment to enjoy the music in this game? It's so good. Oh, okay, I need to make that corner a lot tighter. But while we're over here, I'll just feed my dragonfly. I love that sound. Ooh, the sound design on this game is just, it's so good. I really enjoy it. So that little like crescendo of music that you just heard, oh, it's like a recurring theme in this game. You hear that in a lot of songs, especially in the Peacekeepers world. But it just sounds so cute and fun, and I really like it, and I kind of like that there's this little unifying factor. Oh man, I forgot about that treasure chest over there. Alright, I still have quite a bit to do, so let's just get to it. I'm just gonna shut up and finish this. And there's the key! Yes! Let's go get that treasure, dudes. Oh, this is the one annoying thing about this game, is that there's like a very circular level design. I always get lost. Opening the treasure chest. I really hope this is the rest of the treasure. And yes, it is. Okay, so we got all the treasure, all the dragons, and I believe all the eggs in this level. Let's head back home, guys. This was an awesome level. I am going to head back to that portal, go back home, and I will see you guys in the next episode where I will be trying out another portal in the Peacekeepers world. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!